Gia Deve, this is the Oneromancer. And I know I already made an article on this, but I thought I might as well make it into a video. After all, Halloween is my favorite holiday, and videos are my main medium, so the article didn't get much attention, and I don't think anyone really saw it either. Anyway, let's get started. I should probably start by explaining what Samhain, and yes, it is how it's pronounced, is for those of you who don't know. Essentially, it is the original Halloween, and if you look at the roots of the holiday, you will trace it back to this one. It is, even to this day, celebrated in many pagan communities, but it was started in most Celtic, specifically Gaelic communities, such as those of Ireland or Scotland, even though it was celebrated in more places than that. The gist of the holiday was that it was the Celtic New Year, taking place on October 31st to November 1st. It was also referred to as the last harvest, or the last day of summer. Now obviously, there was a supernatural component to it as well. Namely that the Celts believed that the veil between this world and the afterlife would become very thin at this time of year, and that would bring with them not only the spirits of deceased ancestors, but also fairies. The part where ponies come in is with Zikora's legend, where she tells the fillies and colts how Nightmare Moon would come down, lurk about, and how she must be left a candy offering to satiate her hunger, for if it is not satiated, she will come after them and eat them. This is also why they wear costumes, to try and fool Nightmare Moon to think there are no ponies around to eat, assuming her hunger isn't satiated. This is strikingly familiar to what I have been told and what I've read about of the holiday Samhain. Remember a little bit ago I said that fairies and ancestors would cross over? Well, leaving behind offerings for said ancestors was not uncommon. On the other hand, dressing up in costume was also done to hide from fairies. Seeing as in Irish Celtic mythology, fairies were nothing like we think of them today. We might think of them today as like Tinkerbell or Sookie from True Blood. However, in the actual legends, they were more like Slender Man or something you would find in the SCP Foundation. Like this, or maybe even this. On a side note, there's even a headcanon in the Slender Man mythos that the Slender Man is actually a fairy. Anyway, that's all I felt like saying for this comparison. If anyone's interested, you can find out more about this in the sidebar. I decided to say this because I found it to be interesting. With that, Ihe Haunu Hunu Diev. Happy Halloween. And sorry if I just butchered that.